Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Alaba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gay. Colomwani. Oh, a robust challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That pass isn't the best. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the pass is intercepted. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, one of the better strikers to come out of South America in recent times is Duvan Zapata. Someone who started his career as a winger but was moved to the centre and still makes good use of that speed. And it also helps create space for people playing behind them and making those runs from deep.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed.
Decent chance! Goal! Botafogo! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
But goes for the header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Now it's Doku. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Demirbay, Hernandez, promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good take in a good area. Shot a goal!
Red Star are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, super. And the shot! What a sensational save from Ederson! Red Star with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Demirbay is flagged offside. Hernandez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it...
Oh, shooting chance! Lima gets flagged offside. And he's managed to get free. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. And here's Zapata. He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Now it's Colomwani.
Such good technique.
Lima. He's on it. Can he get away? And the finish! Zapata, played out to the left flank. And here's Canabri. Now it's Colomwani. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lima.
Red Star truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now there, he's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Colomwani is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Demirbay, Williams, and it's Lima. Demirbay, Red Star finding their passes. Isco, and he was quick to react. Aimed beyond the defence, and that's a simple one for the keeper. Fran Garcia. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Isco. Diego Lopez. Demirbay. Now it's Zapata. Fran Garcia. He has found the way through. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Red Star really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Zapata picks it up out wide.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Lima. Isco. And it's Isco. Now it's Doku. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. Diego Lopez. Williams. And that's another good win of the ball. Demirbay. Spread neatly. He's found the way through. Plays it across. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Isco. Pinches it off him. Can he get it through? Now it's... And the shot! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Fran Garcia.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Red Star present their opponents with the best possible chance here to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Big chance! Superb from Colomwani! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Changement. Le numéro 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Williams. It's a really well-measured ball. Red Star, perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Williams. Pass somewhat off target. Cisse. Now it's Trossard. Picks out, great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expert.
Doku! He's got a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Botafogo are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Red Star clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Botafogo have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Trossard! Cleared away.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Shot could be on. Tries a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Botafogo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the... Can he finish? It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And now he has two.
Well, their manager seems to have them always think...
Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Not the most accurate pass. Gnabry, a lot of space. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He won't be happy with that one. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gnabry, and he shoots! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! And the headlines continue. And there goes the final whistle. Red Star cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Red Star desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many